Good morning to all. Today lecture is Jenkins. Jenkins topics. This lecture topics is clear. The topics was Jenkins. First topic is Jenkins architecture and components. Second topic is Jenkins installation and configuration. Third is pipeline as code with Jenkins files. Fourth is Jenkins plugins ecosystem. Next is parameterized build and triggers. Next topic is automated testing and static code analysis. Next topic is pipeline optimization techniques. Next is Jenkins security and credential management. Next topic is multi-branch and pipeline visualization. And final topic is AI-driven test selection and deployment risk analysis. This topic is Jenkins. So आज हम चर्चा करते हैं जेनकिंस पर. ओके. तो learning objectives. Jenkins in a CI/CD or this is the objective. Jenkins architecture and components. First topic is Jenkins architecture and components. What is Jenkins? Jenkins क्या है? Jenkins is an open source automation server. Jenkins एक open source automation server है that enables developers क्या करता है हमारा build, test and deploy software continuously. Jenkins एक ओपन सोर्स ऑटोमेशन सर्वर है जो कि डेवलपर बिल्ड टेस्ट एंड डिप्लॉय सॉफ्टवेयर कंटिन्यूसली करता है. ओके. दिस इज फंक्शनैलिटी इज Jenkins. This is Jenkins architecture. So this is a plan. First is a plan. Second is a code. Learn the code. Third is a build. Make the software is a build. Next final is a test. Software test. Any issue, so monitoring the test. Okay. And final is a deploy and operate. Final is a monitor. Any error, any issue, so Jenkins is a bug. Okay. First plan, code, build, test, and deploy, operate, and final is a monitor. So build, test, and deploy. And next topic is why Jenkins is so popular. Jenkins popular क्यों? Jenkins is open source. Jenkins एक तो open source system है, कोई भी यूज कर सकता है, फ्री ओपन सोर्स. गुड प्लगइन सपोर्ट. मल्टीपल 1000 प्लस प्लगइन सपोर्ट Jenkins के अंदर है. नेक्स्ट इज गुड कम्युनिटी सपोर्ट. कम्युनिटी सपोर्ट इज वेरी गुड and fast and reliable. And plugin support, so is fast and reliable. Good OS support, OS पर भी सपोर्ट करता है. एंड स्क्रिप्टेड बिल्ड, स्क्रिप्ट हम बिल्ड कर सकते हैं. तो why Jenkins is popular? Open source, good plugin support, good community support, fast and reliable, good OS support, scripted builds. Next topic is a feature of Jenkins. Feature of Jenkins is a easy installation process. Easy installation process. Upgrades are easily available. Easily हम upgrade कर सकते हैं. Provides advanced security, lightweight container support. Lightweight container support. Optimized performance. Distributed team management. रोल ऑफ जेनकिंस इन डेवॉप्स। डेवॉप्स में जेनकिंस का क्या रोल है? फट कोड कमिट। फर्स्ट इज कोड कमिट। कोड को हम कमिट करेंगे यानी बिल्ड करेंगे। एंड गिट, गिट पे जाएंगे। गिट पे हम प्लांट कोड कमिट गिट, गिट इज जेनकिंस। जेनकिंस को लॉगिन करेंगे एंड जेनकिंस इज अ डिप्लॉयमेंट, डिप्लॉयमेंट। नेक्स्ट इज अ commit, build, test, stage, and deploy DevOps. Continuous integration and continuous delivery. CI/CD. Jenkins work is a CI/CD. Continuous integration and continuous delivery. And final is production. The server production. Role of Jenkins in DevOps. Next topic is Jenkins architecture diagram. Jenkins architecture diagram. Secure control management is a Git. Git is a secure control management. And Jenkins, Jenkins is a build plus unit test. Next is a function test. Next is a deploy. This is a part is a build, test, and deploy. Next in branch, test, release, or production. Branch, make the branch, branch, main branch, master branch, and other branch. So each branch, test, release, or production, this is a condition check. Deployment environment, test environment, release environment, and production environment. This is the Jenkins architecture. Okay. Next topic is Jenkins data flow. Jenkins SMTP server, this is SMTP server port is 25. This is Jenkins SSH agent, inbound agent, SSH agent, and inbound agent. Jenkins remoting TCP/IP 50,000. Okay. Jenkins is connect. This is a internet or private network. API integration, end user, Google, Firefox, and Explorer. So enable by default. Usage statistics. This is a end user in Firefox Internet Explorer is connected to Jenkins and Jenkins connected to API integration. And this browser is connected to user statistics is a https usage.jenkins.io. And Jenkins is a http and SSH both connected to server. Server is a private artifact management SCM spectrum. So, and HTTP and SSH is connected to corporate proxy operation. And AWTPS is connected to update center. And SSH is connected to external artifact management SCM spectrum. And HTTP is connected to data center center, update center, and SSH is connected to external artifact management SCM. This is the internet part. This is the Jenkins data flow. Jenkins installation and configuration. Jenkins installation required Java 8 or and 11 JDK. Required Java. Download Jenkins from jenkins.io. Installation methods: Windows MS install, Linux FM or WAR file, Mac OS video installation Jenkins details. Start Jenkins using Java -jar jenkins.var, set to browser, HTTPS, localhost 880 port number. This is connected to the access by browser. Jenkins configuration. Jenkins configuration is unlock Jenkins using admin password or from terminal. Choose install suggested plugin or select manually. Next is create admin user, username, password, and email. Next is configure system setting and Jenkins URL. Jenkins URL is https://localhost 8080 port. Manage plugins from manage Jenkins plugin manager. This is Jenkins configuration part. Demo 1 installing and configuration the Jenkins server. Next is pipeline as code with Jenkins 5. Introduction to pipeline as code. Pipeline plugin enables user to implement the whole build, test, and deploy pipeline in Jenkins and store their code. Pipeline as code provides functionalities like suspend or resume executing job, define the flow into source control, start, tool install, build, test, post action, and types of Jenkins pipeline. Jenkins pipeline is two types. Two types of system are used for defining a Jenkins file in Jenkins pipeline. Number first is declarative Jenkins. Second is scripted Jenkins. Declarative Jenkins pipeline system provides the ability to control all steps of a pipeline execution. And scripted Jenkins pipeline syntax run on the Jenkins master with the help of a lightweight executor. This is a declarative pipeline is a pipeline execution and scripted is a lightweight executor. Jenkins pipeline stage view. Jenkins stage view help to visualize the progress of various stages of the pipeline in real time. Preparation build result. Color coded status. 3 second is a stage and time. Continuous build execution data and time. Pipeline number. The stage wave page will look something like the following screenshot. This screenshot is a stage wave page. Pipeline system overview. Pipeline execution. Execute build step. Define build stage. Execute test steps. Define test stage. Execute deploy steps. Define deploy stage. Successful deployment. This is build, execute, define, stage. This is a stage, branch, and execute, deploy, step. Successful deployment. Declarative pipeline. In declarative pipeline, the pipeline block defines all the work done throughout the entire pipeline. Jenkins declarative pipeline is this stage-wise script. Pipeline agent any stage pipeline body close agent any fires and first number the agent any stage pipeline close stage build these steps stage test steps body close stage deploy this is a build this is a test the stage deploy body close steps body close and final is a body close. This is a under body start and final close button. This is a Jenkins declarative pipeline. Scripted pipeline, declarative pipeline is a step by step, and scripted pipeline. In scripted pipeline, the node blocks that code work for the entire pipeline. Jenkins scripted pipeline node body start, stage build, close, test, start, close, stage deploy, start, close. This is a multiple. This is a statement. Double slash to statement. This is a statement. Scripted pipeline. Jenkins plugins ecosystem. What are Jenkins plugins? Plugins are the means to extend Jenkins functionality by adding a specific feature. Plugins allow Jenkins to integrate with various tools and services. Docker, Python, AWS, GitHub are used to the Jenkins. Plugins allow Jenkins to integrate with various tools and services. Jenkins has a rich ecosystem of pipe plugins, over 1000 plus plugins available. Why are Jenkins plugins important? Automation. Automate tasks beyond core functionality. Scalability. Easy scale Jenkins functionality with new plugins. Customization. Plugins allow you to tailor Jenkins to fit your specific needs. Integration. Seamlessly integrate with various tools and technology. Types of Jenkins plugins. Plugins is a multiple types of plugins. Pipeline plugins, version control plugins, Git, pipeline plugins, Blue Ocean, and version control plugins, Git, and monitoring and reporting plugins, GeoNet, TestNG, deployment plugins, AWS and Docker, build tool plugins, these tools. This is the types of Jenkins plugins. Plugin management best practice. Minimize plugin usage, regular updates, backup configuration, test new plugins. Popular Jenkins plugins. Kubernetes popular Jenkins plugins. Example is Kubernetes plugins, Git plugins, credential plugins, Docker plugins, GeoNet plugins, and pipeline plugins. This is a popular Jenkins plugin. What are parameterized builds? First is allow users to input value before triggering a build. Second is useful for reusing jobs with different inputs. Third is improve automation, flexibility, and testing scenario. Both is parameter are accessible in the Jenkins job or Jenkins file as available. Setting up builds parameter. Types of build parameter, distance parameter, choice parameter, Boolean parameter, and password parameter. Types of build parameter is a four types of build parameter. String parameter is a set plain text input version username is a string parameter. Choice parameter drop down list of predefined option. Example is DevOps staging pro dev staging pro. This is just choice parameter. Number next is a Boolean parameter. Checkbox for true and false value is a Boolean parameter. This is a true, this is a false. So true and false check out the Boolean parameter. Example, enable debug. Password parameter, hidden input file for sensitive value. Any file is hidden, so it's called as a password parameter. File is under password, so it's a hidden password, not showing password, so this is called password parameter. Build triggers in Jenkins. Jenkins build triggers automate builds based on events, schedules, or webhooks, boosting efficiency, feedback, speed, and integration flexibility. Some popular triggers are Git webhook. This is Git. Some popular triggers are Git webhook, शेड्यूल जॉब जॉब को हम शेड्यूल कर सकते हैं जैसे कि हमको 12 बजे कोई प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट करना है तो हम उसको शेड्यूल कर रहे हैं तो शेड्यूल जॉब्स पोल एससीएम पोल एससीएम कि हमारा कितना परसेंट गया 10, 15, 20 and 30%. सो पोल एससीएम रिमोट ट्रिगर्स रिमोट वाइज ट्रिगर कर सकते हो बिल्ड आफ्टर अनदर प्रोजेक्ट और build after another project or build. This is a build Jenkins build trigger in Jenkins. Some popular triggers are Jenkins, Git Debo, schedule job, poll SCM, remote triggers, build after another project or build. So this is called build triggers in Jenkins. Configuration build triggers and webhooks with Git history automate. Automate testing and static code analysis. What is automated testing? The process of using specialized software tools or scripts to run predefined tests automatically. Automation tools interact with the application like a human user. This is like is Selenium, TestNG, Geono. This is monitoring tools. This is a monitoring tools is a Jenkins. Next is why use automated testing. Automated testing, frequent execution, consistency, continuous integration and continuous delivery, CI/CD, scalability, and efficiency and speed. So this is a use automated testing. Types of automated tests in Jenkins. First is unit test, integration test, end-to-end, E2E, end-to-end tests. First is a unit test. Unit test verify the correctness of small isolated piece of code. Ensure that each unit of code behaves as expected in isolation. Testing whether or calculate total function return the correct sum value. And integration test, testing an API endpoint that fetch data from a database and returns it to a client. Ensure components of or service work currently after their integration. End-to-end testing, testing the entire order flow on an e-commerce site, example is Flipkart, Alibaba is a better from cart to checkout. So this is a E2E testing. E2E test simulate real world user interaction to ensure the system works as intended. So this is the types of automated test in Jenkins. What is static code analysis? What is static code analysis? Static code analysis क्या है? Static code analysis is an automated technique to examine source code for errors, vulnerabilities, and bad practice without executing the program. Common tools use TMD, Selenium, check style. These tools are used static code analysis. Key benefits: catch bugs and security flow early. Any bugs and security flow है तो उसको कैच कर लेता है. So static code analysis होता है. Enforce consistent coding standard, integrates into CI/CD for faster feedback. This tool is monitoring, so this feedback is faster. So integrate the CI/CD for faster, fast feedback. Good. Pipeline optimization techniques. Set of tasks to build a job. The set of tasks build the job are listed below. GitHub repository link, which is GitHub repository link, build trigger, job goal, and post build action. Why use Jenkins for build delivery? Jenkins को ही क्यों यूज करते हैं build delivery के लिए? So this is the first step is flexibility. Jenkins support various tools and technology. Jenkins support various tools and technology को support करता है. किसी भी tool and technology support करता है. Flexibility is good. And automation. Jenkins automate the build, test and deployment process. Jenkins हमारा जो प्रोसेस है वो ऑटोमेट जब बिल्ड करता है फिर टेस्ट करता है डिप्लॉयमेंट प्रोसेस जब फाइनल इज डिप्लॉयमेंट प्रोसेस. Number third is plugins. Jenkins have a wide ecosystem of plugins. Plugins is 1000 plus plugins. So usually it's plugins. And next is parallel execution. Jenkins can run multiple tasks in parallel. Parallel wise is run the task. Multiple tasks is not is a single task. So multiple tasks is one task. So parallel execution, Jenkins can run multiple tasks in pipeline. Build pipeline plugin installation. Step 1, manage Jenkins. Step 2, manage plugins. Step 3, select available option. Step 4, installation build pipeline. So this is a plugin support. So various uninstall, which is a plugin support uninstall. So this is a search to the plugin.